Welcome to Motivational Monday in this holiday season. It's LuAnn B, and I am recording this Motivational Monday early today because of family festivities in the holiday season, and I want to make sure and honor that. But I'm really, really excited to have my friend Amy Theisen with us today again. You might recall that Amy and I had a conversation back in July when we were together in Duluth, and we shared that message with you. Remember, Amy is a master practitioner. I printed out her bio, her information, so that I could fill you in. Welcome, by the way, Amy. How you doing today?
Great, LuAnn. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So, Amy Theisen is a master practitioner of Feng Shui, Bazi, did I say that right? And date selection. And she has something coming up that has intrigued me called the Fire Rooster Summit. And I'm like, all I know is I want to be there, but I don't know exactly what will happen. But Amy is going to explain to us what the Fire Rooster Summit is all about. And let me give them the dates, Amy, right off the bat. It's Saturday, January 14th at 8:15 in the morning till 11:45. At the Crown Plaza in Plymouth. And if you register by January 1st, you can save $30 using the discount code SUCCESS17. Here's a picture of the flyer. There you go. I'll make sure this is attached when I send out the information as well, Amy, so that everybody has it. So tell us what's going to happen at the Fire Rooster Summit.
Absolutely. So every year, around February 3rd or 4th, the energy shifts based on the solar calendar. So we're celebrating the new year here using one type of calendar on January 1st. But the energy of the earth really doesn't shift until the early part of February. So I always think it's really interesting. Everybody makes all of these New Year's resolutions as the energy actually is waning rather than when the energy is ramping up. So I think resolutions should be made around the first part of February so that we can actually maximize the right energy to get things completed.
I love that. Now wait 1 second, because you're a little soft spoken for me.
Okay.
So get a little closer to your computer. There you go.
Okay, is that better?
Yep.
Okay, so on February 4th, the Fire Rooster is going to be taking full effect in our lives. So we're just finishing up the Fire Monkey. So Fire Monkey was all about arguing with our governments. It was all about arguing with each other. A lot of unpredictable things happening in 2016. It's a fire metal year. Next year, 2017, is also a fire metal year, but it's a yin fire and a yin metal, where 2016 was yang fire and yang metal. So we'll keep a lot of the same feelings going into 2017, but they're going to be going more underground. They won't be so evident. It'll be more about the backstabbing and the gossip, but the argument energy still is going to be there. So I was telling my clients last year, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything. If you want to pick an argument, it'll be really easy in 2016 because everybody's emotions are on edge. That's going to carry over into 2017. So at the Fire Rooster Summit.
That doesn't sound very good.
Well, there's ways to deal with it. So at the Fire Rooster Summit, every attendee will get one of these, which is a natal birth chart. Every year, actually, when everyone's born, a chart is created for them. So you might know Western astrology, that you're born and you're a Capricorn or you're a Libra or you're a Virgo, something like that. That's Western astrology. This can be thought of as Chinese astrology, but it goes way beyond just astrology because it's telling about characteristic traits and it's giving everyone a path on their life, a path of least resistance and a path of maximum challenge. And you get to choose what path you want to take. So I try to explain to my clients like this. If you're playing cards, bridge, poker, whatever, and you couldn't look at the hand you were dealt, it'd be really hard to play the game, right?
Yeah.
So this, knowing what your birth chart is all about, is knowing the deck of cards that you were dealt for your life so that you can make the right choices so that you can get on the path of least resistance. So what Fire Rooster Summit is all about is letting everyone know what their 2017 outlook is all about. Are they able to go gung-ho and get everything moving in the right direction, or is it a year to lay low? Is it a year to say, okay, I've built up this part of my life, I'm just going to kind of go through status quo. There will be some months which are really good for me and other months that I just want to take it a little quieter. So it just depends on what the year outlook is, and you'll find that out at the Fire Rooster Summit. And then we'll also talk about the feng shui of the year, because that's very important, because you can actually, if you don't have such a great year based on the energies in your chart, you can actually elevate your year simply by using the right rooms for the correct things in your house and then maximizing it with specific activations. So I'll give everyone listening today a money activation that's happening this Thursday. Is that the 28th?
Yes. No. Wednesday is the 28th.
Wednesday the 28th is the day that we want to do the activation. So I'll give everybody that before we're done here today, so you all know what you can do to make a little shift in your life before the new year even begins.
And that you said is a money activation?
It's a money activation, yeah. So do you want me to just share that with you right now?
Sure.
Okay.
Why wait? Sounds great.
let me 1 second here. I'll be right back, LuAnn, I promise.
So I love Amy's advice always, and hope you all appreciate it too. Remember, Motivational Mondays is free, and we'd love to have you join us so we can have conversations with you. Recording this one today, but most often I'm live, and we'll get Amy on a random, regular basis because we love her. So, all right, Amy, what's going on Wednesday the 28th?
Okay, so the activation is going to be in the southeast of your house between 5 to 7 p.m. And that's this Wednesday, the 28th. Okay, so the way that you find the center of your house is you figure out where the center of your house is by, it's easiest if you have floor plans of your home, and you would take your floor plan and you would square it off something like this and draw diagonal lines so that you can figure out exactly where the center is. And you include your garage if your garage has a door that connects to the house. So once you find the center of the house, you use your little iPhone or your Android phone, and there's a compass app on there. Almost all phones have compass apps on them. This is what the iPhone one looks like. You can download an Android one. What you're really looking for in an app is when it gives you the specific degrees like this and the letters saying southeast, north, or west. So then you'll stand in that center area of your house and you'll turn in a circle till you find the southeast, which happens to be directly behind me in my house. And you will place a water activation between 5 and 7 p.m. Now, water activation, when it's just for a short-term activation like this one is, can be like a bowl or a deep vase. And we're talking about 12 inches deep, something like this, and about that wide on the top, 5-6 inches across. So a nice big vase or a bowl, a deep bowl, just set the water in that location in the southeast of your home, or if you just want to do it in your apartment or just in your specific office. Again, you find the center, go to the wall.
So I got a question. Right.
Yep, I see it.
Kind of different. So it's not a perfect square.
Oh, can't hear you, LuAnn.
So the shape is not a perfect square. It's kind of an L.
Yep. So square that corner off.
Okay, and still do it.
And then take its the two diagonal lines.
Got it.
Okay. And then between 5 and 7 p.m., place that water. And then to activate it a little bit stronger, turn your back, just like I said, I've got my back to the southeast right now. And you can do a meditation asking for exactly what you want.
Turn your back to why wouldn't you face the direction?
This is a whole nother webinar we'll have to do, LuAnn.
Okay. Just listen. Just do what Amy says. So turn your back to the southeast. So would I be facing the water?
No, you'll put your back to the water, so you'll be facing northwest. Okay, so again, you can take your compass and your eyes will be facing northwest, your back to the southeast where you just put the water. Enter your meditative state. For those of you that have a meditation practice, you already know how to do that. But this time you can ask specifically for what you want. Okay? How to solve problems, how to find the right people, and how to generate the money in your life. And then go out and do something towards it. Because you've just activated for it. You've said, you've asked for what you wanted, and now you have to go and make some action toward what it is that you want. So if you asked for, I want certain things in your business life, go and send some emails, make some phone calls, or set up a meeting right after this, okay? So that you're taking a step towards what it is that you actually asked for. Okay?
Excellent.
All right, so that's something we'll be teaching at the Fire Rooster Summit too. I'll be giving more activations, and you'll learn more in depth why you put your back to the location, and then specifically how to make those asks.
Cool.
So, yeah, so then we'll be taking a look at the charts like this. Like I said, every attendee gets one of these, and you'll also receive the Fire Rooster Summit book, which looks like this. And we'll start figuring out, we decode your chart. So you'll figure out how to decode your chart, where everything is, what you have. The first thing we'll talk about is your star, your life star number. And in LuAnn's case, it's a 3. LuAnn is a 3, which means she's a sturdy tree. Think of the oak tree. I think we talked about this last time a little bit. So any individual who's a Gua 3 or Life Star 3 tends to be a little on the stubborn side and rooted in their ways. They love to grow. They love to learn things, but they don't necessarily want us to know. So you think of a tree, you never really see it grow till all of a sudden it's shading your house. That's kind of how LuAnn is. She's growing and growing, and all of a sudden you'll be like, oh my gosh, where did she come from? She knows how to do all of these things. Okay? Wow. So next year, for LuAnn, for those who are Life Star 3s, it's really not a good year for you to switch careers. So you continue doing what you're doing, and you need to be a little bit more patient in 2017. It's actually a pretty decent year for you because the combination, you're going to be having the 8 star that's visiting you this year, visiting in the 3. This is a nice combination. So you'll have some good movement and some money in 2017, because it is your money element that's coming in next year, which is wonderful, right?
Wonderful. I have a question on that, and everybody knows who follows me that I am intending to purchase a retreat center. And there's been a lot of movement on that. And we talked about that 2016 was a year of movement for me. And there's been a lot of movement on that up to this point, but the deal has yet to finalize. Is that considered a changing career, or is it more that I am expanding in my current career because I would be then doing my work from that location?
It's an expansion for you.
He's giggling.
It's an expansion for you. And I'm just quickly looking at the animals that you have in your chart as you're talking to me. And so as I look at LuAnn's chart, she has 2 ox. She was born the year of the ox, and she was born the day of the ox. So she has 2 oxes in her charts. So this is a year for her to expand her network. And it's a year for her to pave the way for business ventures. Those business ventures are likely to lead to growth of her business. So it's a perfect year for her to start expanding. You are also switching luck cycles in 2017. You're just switching from a dragon cycle to a snake cycle. So it's the fire element. And fire is one of the needed elements that you need in your chart. I'm just looking quick here again. So the cycle is moving from wood energy to fire energy, which is going to warm your chart up. And you're a yin water element, so it's finally going to break up the ice and cause some more movement for you. So you have to learn this year to let go of things that are annoying you. So you have to have the right state of mind. You're going to find improvement on both your professional and personal dealings. One caution is, as you move forward to purchasing a property like this, is make sure that you take care of all of the legal documentation along the way. Make sure that if you're given a contract to sign, that you're not just taking it at face value. You're having your own attorney read through it and make sure it's in your best interest, or it could cause some issues for you. Okay? Okay, so that would be my caution there for 2017, is any legal documentation, make sure you have somebody looking at it for your best interest. But you've got such really helpful people this year that if you need funding, if you need people to be silent investors in you, you'll be able to find them. All you have to do is ask. And it's not necessarily asking for help. It's perhaps asking for advice, or asking, have you ever done this before? What would you do in this situation? I have this going on. Seeking advice, people are more than willing to part with advice. Oftentimes when you look for money, you're going to get advice.
Right. Well, that's an old saying, right?
Exactly.
When you need money, ask for advice.
Yes. So you ask for that advice, and you're going to get really good advice this year, because those 2 ox in your chart are going to make sure that it happens. Now with the snake coming into your life, this year the snake is a really interesting animal. There's going to be a few obstacles with it. There's also an issue that if you're going to have some changes that's going to actually make you go on the right path towards your destiny. Okay, so people might not be very supportive of you, but you deep down inside are going to know it's the right path for you, and you have to make the changes because it's really going to lead you toward your life purpose. Okay, so you can feel good about that.
So it's a cautionary to stand in my own authenticity and integrity and not be misguided by others.
Yes.
rather than any self-doubt that I might.
Right. And you've wanted to do this for quite a while. And so if you're still being led and guided and you have the passion, you might have naysayers along the way. In fact, probably quite a few. Oh, LuAnn, why do you want to do something like that? LuAnn, don't you know how much work that's going to be? LuAnn, how invest in that and make it work, make money. But if it's a passion for you, the naysayers will give you things to think about.
Right.
But you may have to walk the path that's a little bit lonely and doing the right thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I've already run into some of those. But by and large, so far in 2016, really things have been rolling out at my feet to guide me in this direction. And people, the people I surround myself with on a daily basis are all like, it's already yours, LuAnn. It's already yours. You already own it. It's just a matter of the process.
Yep. So the snake is what it's all about: big change and leadership. And again, that lonely path. Take the road no one else is taking is exactly what you're doing. Now, if you, one of the things I'll be sharing with the attendees this year is back to your Lifestar number 3. So if you want to focus on a certain aspect of a population for your marketing this year, each Lifestar has certain people that will be listening each year to them. So you can spend your marketing dollars on those people that are actually going to hear your message, right? Because why spend marketing dollars on people that aren't going to hear you? So your GWA 3, you'll want to focus efforts on people who are athletic, people who are in agriculture or fashion or eco-friendly industries. They'll hear your message. And they will be interested in what you're doing. So I'm a Lifestar 1. And so Lifestar 1 should be focusing their efforts marketing-wise on financial industries, those in the banking fields, those people who are working in transportation or with the stock market or anything with money. They're financially in that type of industry. So 1's focused on that. 3's focused more on the agriculture, the wood-based businesses. Chiropractors, health fields, architecture, that athletes. those type of individuals. Maybe those former high school athletes that are looking for adventures like you happen to do transformational weekends.
Interesting.
And then one of the last aspects, you just let me know how we're doing with time here.
We're doing great.
Okay.
I'm loving this. Hope everyone else is. I'm sure they are.
So one of the other aspects that we'll be talking about is this piece. This is the Flying Star chart for 2017. This has to do with our feng shui for next year. There are certain areas in our homes and our offices that are going to be auspicious and other areas which are not going to be so auspicious. One of those areas that we do want to avoid is the south. So if your bedroom is in the south, please do not do any renovating there. Don't move your bed. Don't do anything like that after February 3rd. Leave that room as quiet as possible. You will probably experience some higher argument energy. There could be some other things showing up in your life, some illnesses, something like that. It's nothing to be too concerned about, because if you've slept there up until this point, it's okay. If you are concerned about it, you could move to a different bedroom in 2017. But that is one area that we do want to keep quiet. So again, that's the south.
So you want to keep it quiet.
Quiet. So don't, if you're going to be doing a remodeling job, sometimes I have clients that want to put in pools and they want to know where to put the pool. Do not dig a hole in your yard in the south this year to put a pool in. Starting a renovation in the south will cause all kinds of issues for you too. So we do want to keep that quiet. The reason is because we have what's called the 5 yellow that's going to be going into that sector this year. It's going to affect the entire south of the area. We've also got one piece there that's good, but we can't tap it because the whole south is pretty negative. So that's the south.
So, advice.
Yeah, so just keep that area quiet.
Previously, I've been told that south is my success direction.
Okay.
So on the south wall in my office, on this is a success altar.
Fine.
On the south wall in my living room is another altar.
Okay.
And I meditate facing south every morning.
Okay.
These all good things, or is this something that needs to change?
Those are fine this year. They're fine. And south is your success direction. So that is a direction you want to face when you are doing things like this, or when you're talking with somebody in a meeting. We can elevate that a little higher, and I'll share that at the Fire Rooster Summit.
Yeah.
But is your best direction. So I'm just looking at your chart again. Nope, it's not a problem if you face that direction this year and you do your meditating in that direction. That's just fine. Just don't go pound a nail in the wall and hang something new in the south of your house.
Got it.
So you've got your south. So let's say you've got your bedroom, and in your bedroom, it's on the south wall, but your bedroom may not be in the south of your house, right? It might be in the southeast. It might be in the west. It might be in the north.
Right.
So just figure out in your floor plan that you drew that you showed me.
Yeah.
Figure out where north, south, east, and west is, and what room is in the south.
And what room is in the south?
Yeah.
Yeah, my family room is in the south.
Okay. So the family room is fine. Do you spend a lot of time there?
It's my favorite room in the house.
Okay. And do you have a television in that room?
Yes.
And what wall is the television on?
It's in the southeast corner.
Southeast corner? All right, that's fine. That's fine. As long as the TV isn't in the south part of your house, in the south room on the south wall. It's in the south room, but it's not on the in the south. Do you know what I mean?
Right, it's not directly south.
Right. Then you're okay.
It's
because the TV will activate that sector, as will the radio. I've had clients who have a drum set, and on an extremely negative day in the negative sector for that year, the kid came home from college, went over and started doing a whole drum solo, and within 2 hours, the mom had fallen and broken her leg.
Wow.
So that's an unusual situation, happened to be a really bad day, bad time, bad location, that it
Right.
all kind of piled up on each other. So that's what the South is dealing with this year. So we just want to keep it quiet, no renovating, don't replace windows, don't pound in the wall, don't dig holes, anything like that. Just keep it quiet. Don't move furniture in that area. So get everything the way you want it before February and you'll be fine.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
So is there a factor when my head of my bed is on the south wall?
So does your head faces south when you're sleeping, the top of your head?
Yes.
You lay down on your pillow?
Yes.
Faces south. Okay, that is one thing we would want to move. Okay, can you face your bed east or north in your bedroom? Or southeast?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. So here's what you do. Take your compass on your phone, stand at the end of the bed, make sure you are truly facing south, okay? Is there room for you to tilt the bed off the wall towards the southeast? Because that's still a good direction for you.
I mean, part of the challenge is the structure of the bed itself. It's very, 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 very heavy.
Yep.
And I mean, it has not been moved from that spot for 20 years.
Okay.
It's so interesting.
Where's the bedroom located? What direction?
It's I would say it's in the east.
East part of your house?
It's in the east part of the house.
Okay, that's a really good sector this year. How's your year been? Pretty good?
How's 2016 been for me?
Yep.
2016, I have found another level of peace and spirituality.
Okay, good.
And a lot of great things coming around the specific retreat center, because I believe it's the absolute right thing, that it is already mine. Okay. Having said that, the other areas of my life have been challenged, like financially, significant challenges financially in this year.
Well, the ox has been a really tough animal. Remember I said the ox is good next year? Ox not good this year.
No, you told me that. Yeah, you told me that.
Yep. So your bedroom actually has helped you through this year, kind of lift you up and help you deal with some of that ox energy. Facing your head to the south is going to tap into that -5 yellow energy. Is it due south? If you can check if it's due south, I think you'll be fine. But if it's off, if it's between 173 and 187, you'll be okay, because that's exactly where the good part of south is this year. But if it's on either side of that.
Okay, between 173 and what?
187.5. Meaning
that would be due south.
Yes, that's due south. So when you have your compass up, it'll say right here, it'll give you the numbers.
Sure.
Then you'll know, am I facing due south? If it's in between that. If it is, I think you'll be fine. But if you find yourself getting sick this year, more colds, more flus, more things like that, or more stress, then you might want to just flip over and sleep with your head at the bottom of the bed.
Right.
Facing north.
Right.
Okay? So it's about paying attention to what's happening in your life, health-wise and business-wise. The East is still going to be good this year. So that's a saving factor. It's just the direction your head is pointing. And if it's due south, I think you'll be fine. Okay. Just pay attention to what's going on.
So this is such fascinating information, and Amy is a plethora of knowledge on this. So if you want to get specific instructions like this about what's going on in your life, then remember the Fire Rooster Summit is a great place to start. Amy's business is infinitylifedesign.com, infinitylifedesign.com. So you can also connect with her directly for some individual coaching. I know you do that, right, with your clients. Walk them through life and help them with these kinds of things, and choosing dates as well, right, Amy?
Yes, absolutely.
So this is interesting. Say that again.
I approve wedding dates. I approve opening a business, all those types of things. Absolutely.
So it was my intention to do an ebook release on January 21st.
Okay.
Based on what you're saying now about February 4th, I'm thinking it needs to be pushed back.
Let me look. What day did you say? January 20th?
January 21st.
Not a bad day.
My book is about hugs, and that is National Hug Day.
Oh, cute.
It's not finished yet, so it's okay if you tell me I have to push it back.
Well, I'd have to do another little check here, but I'm looking at so I have a date selections here. When you attend the summit, everyone receives a month free of a date selection calendar. Where is it?
This is all good stuff you're giving away. I'm so sad I'm out of town. You're going to do more than one?
Well, this is the second one. So this is a date selection calendar. So you can see what dates would look like. This was for November. So I'm looking at February. February 3rd is an outstanding day. But if you wanted to, or February 18th is an absolutely fabulous day. But if you wanted to release it in January, and you said the 21st isn't bad. It's decent. I would probably steer you towards the 24th. Or even January 10th, but you said it's not quite finished.
Nope.
So there's some options, or the 31st of January is also really good. And if you'd like me to choose the date for you, LuAnn, I'm happy to do that. Just you've kind of given me a timeline. I can make sure it's not clashing with you, and make sure that it's going to support the ebook itself. But I like the idea of releasing it on National Hug Day. That's kind of fun, since that's what it's about.
Well, yeah, that's when the initial idea.
Sure.
Like I said, it's not exactly finished yet either, so I'm trying to take the pressure valve off myself.
Absolutely.
And not rush it either.
Right.
There's a May date that is Global Hug Day.
Oh.
In May as well. And so, and actually on January 21st, I will be in Los Cabos, Mexico.
Nice.
With an event. So it would be challenging to navigate all this a little bit.
Yeah.
So what do I need to do for you to actually pick a perfect date?
Nothing. Just say, yeah, do that for me, Amy, and I'll do it.
Yeah, do that for me, Amy.
Okay.
I love that. Thank you. That's fantastic.
Sure, it's
That's fantastic. So join Amy at the Fire Rooster Summit and learn all of this for yourself, for how to navigate your 2017. And I'll keep you posted on how Amy's helping me stay on track for 2017. I'm so excited. This information is so powerful, and I really appreciate you being with us today to share this information and give people an idea of the depth of information that you can share with them to guide their life, to guide their path. So that's fantastic.
Thanks, LuAnn.
All right. So any last words for us, Amy?
No, I just think that if you know what's ahead for 2017, you can make great use of the year. Watch the instability. And again, if you don't have to have an argument, try to stay out of them. Keep the calm, keep the peace, and keep positive. Right.
And that is going to be with our changing of the guard in 2017.
Oh, and that's a good point. The United States economy is going to be just fine. Just everybody know that the U.S. economy is going to fare better than most other countries in 2017. So just everybody keep that in mind and keep calm.
I think people are more concerned about people's personal safety.
Yeah, and that's again about watching out for their own personal arguments and making sure that you're not fanning the flames.
Excellent.
And because if we can all control our tempers, the year will go a lot more smoothly.
I love that. I love that. Thanks for that last bit of advice.
Yeah, it's the emotional piece that people get so worked up about. It's the hardest thing to control in our own lives. And when we let those emotions spill over onto other people, then they become emotional too. So if we can keep even and peaceful, it will help the entire country.
And all through 2016, I've been talking about tools for handling your emotions, which is energy in motion,
Absolutely.
meditation, qigong, music, whatever works for you to stay in your centeredness. So important in what Amy's saying in 2017. So come by on Motivational Mondays and we'll help you with that, because just being with other people who are wanting to be in that centeredness and having the conversation also helps to calm one down. And so that's really what it's about on Mondays when we get together, is to get people centered and in the right state of mind for their week, and so that we can get through it together in 2017. Absolutely. All right. Remember to register for the Fire Rooster Summit. It's January 14th. So go out to AffinityLifeDesign.com and register. And again, I'll share a copy of the flyer with you when I promote this session.
Thanks, LuAnn.
Thanks, Amy. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
We'll talk soon. Happy New Year, everyone.